What's up everybody, it's the Higgs here joining you for another episode of MMO Play Dailies, your one-stop shop for gaming countdowns, rants, reviews, and more. You know, it's sort of lost its luster, but back in the days of blockbuster gaming, game art had a pretty massive effect on the overall quality of your gaming experience. Back then, you couldn't just hear about how awesome Shaq Fu was, then Google for reviews, playthroughs, and screenshots to decide if you wanted to play it. No, you just had to walk into your local game rentery, pick up a copy of this slick little game, and decide based on the art alone if you want to throw down a few bucks to rent the thing for a week. A mistake back then could also be disastrous because your stupid mother won't give you any more stupid money to rent another game until next week because she doesn't understand that you wasted it on a stupid game with a stupid basketball player on the cover. But I digress. So in honor and deep respect for the lost art of game art, I present my top 5 best worst game covers of all time. Every single one of these is absolutely terrible, but I love them still. Now let's make like a recently divorced father of 2 at a MILF-filled soccer game and jump into some stuff that we probably shouldn't. At number 5, we've got a tasty dose of what the actual hell. I'm talking Freestyle Metal X. This little turd of a game had a bunch of similarly weird covers where somebody was busting out of their own face holes, but this eyeball one is by far my favorite. But there was also the mouth bike and skull cracker if the eyeball doesn't do it for you. Seriously though, how could a kid possibly resist the weirdness of this cover? I still love it. Number 4 goes to the most metal of covers, The Mystery of the Truitt. I mean, look at that thing. You could rightfully put pretty much any death metal song behind that and it would be awesome. See what I mean? It don't get any more epic than that. You don't even have to know what this game's about to be interested in it. I mean, playing it is going to be a worse experience than that time you walked in on your grandma taking a dump, but you're still going to play it because that cover though. At number 3, if you can't make it interesting, at least make it swim in a sea of titties. I'm talking Zeda's Servant of Sheol. On the real though, what the hell is this? I honestly have no idea, but I know it involves Ursula without the tentacles and Ariel without the flipper. Yet again, this is definitely a cover that would have prompted the younger me to rent the game because back in the days before the internet, there was only staticky Cinemax, sticky Playboy pages, and terribly crafted video game globules to get your rocks off to. You know, in retrospect, those days might not have been so great. Number 2 is by far the most offensive one on this list, and it's also the one I'd probably not actually play, not because it's offensive, but because I couldn't give 3 craps about Mahjong. I present Jurassic Mahjong. Again, I can't imagine actually playing this thing or ever wanting to. Mostly I just wanted to make sure that you, the viewer, knew that this thing existed. I mean, look at how these people are portrayed. This is the kind of thing you see in a terrible, insensitive 80s cereal commercial, or maybe creationist museums. Either way, it's hard to imagine a game being more needlessly sensationalized than this. I mean, were they thinking that some kid was gonna go past us in a store and be all like, you know, I've never liked Mahjong, but these funny people with the bones in their faces and the clever white man showing them the ways of jungle gyms look like a hoot. I'll take it. I actually think the perfect reaction to this cover is summed up by the dude on the left here. Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Number 1 is the sexiest, most disturbing cover ever. It's Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. You know, they say you can't break great art down into its component parts. When something really affects you, it's hard to sum up exactly why. This cover has always rattled me down to my bones. Is it the strange, otherworldly setting? Perhaps the glorious 80s font? Maybe it's the not-so-subtle insinuation of cat sex with large, sexy letters spelling Jaguar along the bottom of the cover. Whatever it is, it's pretty damn tough to get this image out of your head. It's also hard not to try this game out when you come across it. All in all, it's an absolute masterpiece. And there you have it, my top 5 best, worst video game covers ever. Do you have an addition to this list? Leave a comment and let me know. I have been the Higgs from MMOplay.com, and this has been an episode of MMO Play Dailies. Be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video like a venereal disease. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.